All right, you should be on the side that says scavenger hunt worksheet. That's the side that you should be on. Please make sure that your name is in the box that says name. Caitlin's going after Evelyn. Hush. All right, we are going to start right here where it says number 1, okay? The directions say solve the first problem, which will lead you to the next problem to solve. Each solution will lead you to the next problem until you complete the worksheet. So, on your notebook paper, I want you to put a number 1, and I want you to start on the top line of your notebook paper. Hayden has 2 pieces of paper. He needs to pass you one. Please pass me back. All right, number 1 says to find the area. So, when we're finding the area of a parallelogram, what's the formula? Base times height. Now, we have to remember that our height must be perpendicular. It must make a right angle to the height. The base and the height must be perpendicular. So, what is the base of this parallelogram? 4. What's the height? 2.5. So what are we going to have to do? 2.5 times 4. How many numbers after the decimal? 1. So our answer is 10. What are our units? Centimeters squared. All right, now we've got to find 10 centimeters squared somewhere on here. Where is it? Right here. So in this box, we're going to write a number 2. Because that's the second problem that we're going to do. Now, if you get an answer that's not on this sheet, it's what? Wrong. It's wrong. Okay? So let's look at number 2. Number 2 says, find the height of a rectangle that has the area of 18 centimeters squared and the base of 6 centimeters. What's the formula for the area of a rectangle? Base times height. What's the area, did it say?
18.
18. Do we know the base? Base is what? 6. Do we know the height?
No.
Y'all, this is a simple multiplication fact. 6 times what is 18? 3. What are my units? No, it's the length of a side, so it's just centimeters, okay? Now, if you don't get the units right, as you can see, it's on here 2 different ways. You've got to make sure you get your units right. Because I am going to grade if you went in the right order. You should come down here to the bottom right, and that's going to be number 3. Number 3 is a hair bit tougher. And if you remember, I told you that we are at a point in our year that you should be able to take everything that you have learned and put it together and apply it, okay? So, let's look at number 3. Find the base of a parallelogram that has an area of 8 3/4 centimeters squared and a height of 3.5 centimeters. So, what's the formula for the area of a parallelogram? Base times height. Well, it told us that the area is 8 3/4 And it says that the height is 3 1/2. What's the opposite of multiplication?
Division.
So what are we going to have to do? What are we going to divide by?
8 3/4 divided by 3 1/2.
Can I do that division right there?
No.
No. So what do I have to do to both? Change them to an improper fraction. I want you to do that on your paper. I'm going to give you just a second to do that on your paper. Sir? You get what? Oh, yeah. You're welcome. All right, 8 3/4. What is that as an improper fraction?
35/4.
35/4. I'm going to leave my division sign. 3 1/2. What is that as an improper fraction? 7/2. Now what do I have to do?
Divide.
No. Keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. So we've got keep, change division to multiplication, and flip. Can I simplify before I multiply?
You can simplify both.
All right, so what can I divide 7 and 35 by?
7.
7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 35 divided by 7 is
5.
5. Can I simplify 2 and 4?
Yes.
What can I divide 2 and 4 by?
2.
2. 2 divided by 2 is
4.
4 divided by 2 is
4. I'm at 2.
2. So 5 times 1 is
5.
2 times 1 is
2.
2. Now what do we do?
You have to reduce it.
Okay, I'm not going to reduce. I'm going to what? Change it to a mixed number. Yes. So how many times will 2 go into 5? Twice. How many are left over? Now, we're looking for a side. So what are my units? Centimeters. So where are we going? Top right. So put a 4 in the box. This one is tricky. All I want you to do is write the formula and fill in the values and stop. I do not want you to work it out. Write down the formula, fill in the values, and stop. No. No. Not right now.
The way that you laugh kind of creeped me out.
It should have.
Imagine what her math down.
All right, what's the formula for number 4? Base times height. What is the base? What is the height? All right, now, I told you, base and height must make a what?
Right angle.
A right angle. Do 8 and 5 make a right angle? No. So can those be the correct values? No. Which two values Make a right angle.
Not an 8.
All right. So 9 is this one, and 8 is this one.
Oh wait, 9 and 5.
9 and 5. Do they make a parallel line?
Yes.
I'm sorry, not parallel, perpendicular. Jeez.
Yes.
So we have 9 and we have 5. What is 9 times 5?
45.
And what are my units? Centimeters squared. Please make sure that you are writing the answer and your question number in each box. So where are we going? Middle, third row. Yep, good job, Aiden. So this is going to be number 5. I want you to write the formula. I want you to plug in the values for number 5 and stop. Right here.
Where's the 45?
If you found 45 centimeters squared.
Did you learn that by yourself?
You're working by yourself, yes. No, you may not. What's the formula? Base times height. So, what are we going to plug in?
30 centimeters squared would be 4 times 8.
All right, so we got 40, and then we've got 4 times h. So how are we going to solve this?
30 divided by 4.
30 divided by 4. I want you to do it.
No, right.
Hmm? Your own paper, son. Hey, keep your work covered. Keep your work covered. So the length of the side is 7.5 centimeters. So where are we going? Y'all, where are we going?
Down below it.
Down below it. I want you to work on number 6. Set it up. Go ahead and solve it. We are going to go over it, but I want you to set it up and go ahead and solve it. All right, Hayden, what'd you get?
40 centimeters.
All right, Hayden got 40. What'd you get, Bree? Bree got 4. What'd you get, Dustin? 4.
I
Let's
got 4
see.
centimeters.
What? 4 centimeters. What are we going to divide both sides by? 30. Divide by 30. Divide by 30. So these 30s cancel out, and I'm left with what? Base. What can I do with those zeros? Mark them out. So I have 12 divided by 3. What is 12 divided by 3? 4. And what are my units? Because we're looking for a side, it must just be centimeters. Go up to the first one in the same row. What? I want you to go ahead and work on number 7. No, it's a length of the side.
I don't know how to make numbers. This is number 7? Miss White,
Yes.
can you get interest operations on there?
Yep.
Order of operations?
You said inverse?
I think I got it.
What'd you get, Jenna?
3.5?
2.5 what?
Centimeter, wait. Yeah, centimeter squared.
Centimeters squared. You should have gotten 2.5 or 2.5 centimeters squared. Okay, so where are we going?
Second row up.
Second row over on the right. All right, I want to do this one together. Okay, I want you to go ahead and write your formula. And go ahead and plug it in.
I know what this means.
All right, so what do we have to do to multiply mixed numbers? Make them improper. We have to make them mad. So multiply 2 times 2 is plus 1 is 5. I want you to do this one by yourself. Three and 1/2 is going to change to what?
7.
Now what do we do? Multiply. 3 times 7 is,
3.
I'm sorry, 5 times 7. I was looking at it.
35.
35. Sorry. 2 times 2, 4. Now, can I leave it like that?
No.
No. How many times will 4 go into 35?
8.
8. With how many left over?
3.
3/4. Now what are my units? What were we looking for?
Centimeter squared.
Centimeters squared. So where are we going?
Very bottom, left bottom.
Yep, right down here. All right, I want you to do number 9. Dustin, what'd you get?
4.5.
What are your units? Centimeters. So where are we going? Yep, right here. Now, number 10 is a square. It only gives you the dimensions of one side.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing all around. Okay? So you can put a 2.5 right here if you need to. Now I want you to look. How many do you have left to do by yourself? 3. You have 3 left to do by yourself. Okay? I want you to get those 3 done right now.